Hi, this is Luminous Antonio, Art and Soul Mentor Sedona. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the combination of collage and layering your painting. So I want you to take a look here because we've got some collage already. So let's look at this area a little closer so you can see where the collage is. So there's some here, there's some here, some here, and here, and this might have gotten covered up right here. So let's talk about when things get covered up, because after I put the collage onto the page, I wait for it to dry a little, and then I put another coat of the clear medium over it, the gel medium, and let that dry. And the reason I do that is just for this particular purpose. Like say I get too much paint on something, like there's something here that I want to reveal, and I may not want to reveal all of it, but I might want to show some of it. Now it's all covered in paint. So what I'm using here is hand sanitizer. This works really well. It smells really awful, and the one that you want to get is the one that has no aloe in it. If it has aloe, it's not going to work. So the hand sanitizer is kind of my go-to when I want to go and look and see what the heck is going on underneath something. So it will take off layers, and sometimes it takes off too many layers. Okay, so now I see what's happening here. All right, I'll take off a little bit of this blue. All right, so what this is just a blue sheet that I had put under there, and then paint got over it. And now I don't mind that paint. I don't mind this stuff around the edges, but I can see a little more of the blue here. So these are my collage pieces. Now I've also gone in underneath, there's some line drawing, and then I've used my credit card to move paint around, which is my favorite tool to use. So right now, to do a little more layering over this existing piece, I am going to use this, which is acrylic ink. Now this is a very light pink. I don't know how well this is going to work with this light pink. Sometimes these lighter colors can come out like too much in the white range, but we'll give it a little shot. We want to shake that ink up pretty good, and let's see what happens if we'll put a little right there, right where we were just taking off that extra paint. Yeah, see now? Now that's kind of, it is pink, but it's like an iridescent pink. And it's creating, you know, some interest. There's some interest happening here. But I don't think it really has enough pizzazz. Although it's not bad. Maybe we'll put a little more down. Let's see what happens. Let's put a little more right over here. Let's see what we can do with that. The inks are very transparent. You can see they're very fluid, lightweight, you know, different than paint. They spread very easily. Oh, look at that. That's not bad. All right, so we got a little pink coming around. And now, the thing that I love about the inks is you can see through them. You can see down into there. Even though this one is iridescent, which gives it another cast, you still can see behind here and behind here. And that's what makes a painting interesting. All the little things that are going on underneath. So maybe I'll put a little more pink on. It's not so bad. Just give it a shot. I'm going to whirl this painting around here, give a different perspective, turn it upside down. I really recommend turning your work upside down at some point because you'll see other things. Like I see this area up here really needs a little more interest, so I'm going to put that ink up there. And let's see what we can do with that. Now we're getting a little ruffly thing going on because there's an uneven surface, and that's okay. But the pink works pretty well, but I think I'm going to move away from that now. But you get the idea. the more layers you put on, the more interesting it's going to be. Now sometimes I tend to put my darker layers in the back and then maybe I reveal them later. Like I'll go look at it and I'll say, oh, you know, I want to see more of that dark color or more of that line. But here's a color that really got me in trouble the other day because it spilled. And it's one of my favorite colors. It's antelope brown. It's called antelope bruno. And it makes a really wonderful surface, even though it made a really, really incredibly big mess the other day. So let's see where we want to try some of that. Let's go up here. This is a brown that has a good amount of green in it. Oh, but look how nice that dark color is. All right, and we've got some surface here going on already, and that's what's making that noise. And that is what, you know, sometimes you have to work with it a little bit, because the more you work with it, the more you're going to reveal underneath. And that's what we want to see. What's underneath? What lies beneath? So there's a little brown there. I'm going to put a little more of that on, or maybe down here, because this area down here still seems like it's needing a little help. So let's go and do that. There we go. There we go. Now look at all that. Look what happened right there. We got to see all this beautiful stuff going on. How about that? So this is one, like, I love this color, but there are a lot of colors that I love. So when you use your ink, when you use your paint and your card, always try to wipe off your card, because there will be a buildup on your card and then it'll get really natty. So we don't want that. Now if you get a little too much paint or ink, you can use your shop towel to kind of go over it. I'm not going to do that with this because this ink dries very quickly and I don't want to pick it up. I love what it did here. This is really great. All right, so let's get another color out. And these inks are made, you can find them online. This is Daler-Rowney. There's several different brands that you can find. Let's go and look at this. Oh, this one, I'm not sure if it's not dried up. This is made by Amsterdam, and this is more of a turquoise color. You could definitely use some of that. Yeah, oh no, this is okay. I had a turquoise that was kind of dried up, different one, but this one's okay. So now we've got our nice clean card, and we're going to add a little turquoise. Now that has come down over something under here. Oh, it's the that original area that we cleared off. Now we put turquoise back on. Oh, but I think it really needs a little more, like up around here somewhere. And you see how you can keep building these layers. And this is actually really fun. I mean, there's no real big decisions to be made. I mean, you just don't want to create mud. And mud happens when you put on paint too thick or you don't wait for things to dry. Like, for instance, I am not going to do something over this brown area because I can see it's not dry. And I want it to dry and show me what it's trying to show me underneath there. So we can carry on. I'm going to do one more color, and I think I'm going to do this. This is a very bright orange. It's called Scarletto. And I don't think it's this orange, though, but it might be. I don't think so. I think it's darker. Let's see what we can... Oh, no, this is definitely darker. Let's see what we can do with Scarletto over here. And now, mind you, that most of what's underneath the ink is acrylic paint. They go very well together. Oh, yeah, look at that. Okay. Oh, that's a winner. Beautiful. Beautiful revealing things underneath there. Okay. So now we're bringing in these shapes. Different shapes have happened from the inks. I'm going to let that dry a little bit. I'm not quite sure about that pink we started out with. It's okay, but I might need to do something else with it. So I'm going to let this dry for now, but I wanted to show you we've still got collage showing here and somewhere else. It's under there. It doesn't matter that it gets covered up. It's going to do its thing anyway, but sometimes we like to reveal parts of it. So let's leave that there. I'm encouraging you to get out your inks, use your acrylic paints, use some collage, and use some ink and just spread things around and see what's going to happen. And that's our take a look for today.